Please welcome Scientist of the Year 1996, Dr. Rick Marshall.
The world of science is hair-raising. Son of a... I felt that in my groin.
Al Gore says this theory of yours, time warps, it's nonsense.
Al Gore is just a glory hound running his mouth.
He won the Nobel Prize.
So why did you want to do Land of the Lost? I know you were involved first, and you kind of brought everyone else on. Right?
Yeah, I was involved. Well, I was involved at first, and then I stepped away from it, and then it still hadn't kind of come together, and then I had a place in my schedule to where it just was such a funny script that I thought, gotta be fun to make that actually, and so it kind of came back together. But initially, just was a huge fan of the television show as a kid. Just when I first heard that title, I thought, oh, that makes sense. That's really fun. It's a great way to kind of infuse a bunch of comedy into the action. Basically a comedic Jurassic Park, if you will, type of movie. Even though we're weirder and stranger than that. And
you and Will were absolutely hilarious in Land of the Lost. So in real life, you guys hate each other, though, right? Isn't that the story?
We have a lot of differences in our political views and what kind of foods we eat. So we try to get over all that.
I heard you fist fight and stuff.
We use, that's like a ceremony every day. We get into at least one fist fight. Yeah, and it can be something that he started or something I started. We just go for it.
Do you realize what this means?
Yes, Matt Lauer can suck it.
If you could go back in time to any era, where would you go?
I love history, and there's so many periods I'd like to go back to, but I think the most fascinating, as long as I didn't have to stay there, would be the time of Henry VIII. I'd like just purely from a historical point of view to see in which way they spoke, and if it was as treacherous and horrible as it seemed, and then you could come back and play all the best. You could do the best period films and go, no, actually, they were like this. I think that would be good.
How'd you end up in Land of the Lost?
I was considered earlier on. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's because my manager was also a producer on the film. Oh, nepotism. No, but I was considered as my name sort of came up. Probably because I act like a little monkey all the time.
So how did you come to direct Land of the Lost? Did you pursue this, or was it did it pursue you?
It was sort of, I don't even know it was it was my friend Will Ferrell. It was Will's fault. And Jimmy Miller, his producing partner and manager. Will and I had known each other for years, just purely socially, had never worked together. And we were having lunch one day a couple years back, and I was gonna chat with him about something I was writing, and he kind of waylaid the conversation and said, I'm trying to go make Land of the Lost. Would you do this? I think suspecting he had somebody of equally twisted memories from being a kid, and so it kind of started there. It was all Will's fault.
I wanted to do that since I first met you.
You mean we could have been doing this the whole time? I've been weak. Really bushwhacked. Hey guys, leave me. It's all there. He's incapable of rapid course correction! Try running a serpentine pattern! Serpentine! No! Serpentine!